Hello and welcome. Today we're diving deep into a topic close to my heart: talent. That unique spark within each of us, waiting to be kindled into a flame. We all have it, you see? That one thing, that gift that makes you, you. It's not about being famous or wealthy, it's about tapping into that special something that makes your heart sing. Over the next hour, we'll embark on a journey of discovery. We'll talk about what talent really is, how to find it, how to nurture it, and how to share it with the world. Get ready to be inspired, to be challenged, and most importantly, to unleash the gift within you. Talent. It's not something you learn, it's something you discover. It's a gift, pure and simple, an innate ability, a spark that sets you apart. It's that thing that flows through you effortlessly while others struggle. It could be in your hands, your voice, your mind, or your heart. You just know deep down that you possess something special. Talent isn't always loud or obvious. It might not be on a stage or in a spotlight. Sometimes it's the quiet observer, the compassionate listener, the one who sees solutions where others see problems. That's talent too. It's the fingerprint you leave on the world, making it a little brighter, a little better, just by being you. Now, we've talked about what talent is, that inherent gift within each of us. But let's talk about what happens when talent is activated, when it's nurtured and unleashed upon the world. Because when that happens, my friends, talent becomes power. It has the ability to open doors, to build bridges, to break chains. It's not just about skill, it's about impact. Talent allows you to do in 5 minutes what others would struggle with for 5 hours. It's that extra something, that je ne sais quoi, that elevates the ordinary to the extraordinary. You see, we come into this world brimming with possibilities. Like seeds planted in fertile ground, we all have something special within us. And yet, so many go through life never unearthing their gift, never experiencing the joy of seeing their potential bloom. It's a tragedy, really. It breaks my heart to think of the countless dreams lying dormant, the symphonies never written, the cures never discovered, all because someone didn't believe in themselves enough to try. We've all encountered these people, the quiet ones who seem content to blend in, the ones who settle for ordinary lives, never realizing the extraordinary potential they hold within. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be this way. Discovering your talent isn't about luck or chance. It's about making a conscious choice to break free from the fear that binds us and step into the light of our own unique brilliance. It's about recognizing that the world needs what you have to offer, that your unique blend of talents and passions is a gift waiting to be unwrapped. So, if you're feeling stuck, if you're questioning your purpose, if you're yearning for something more, I urge you, don't give up on yourself. Don't let fear extinguish the flame within. The journey to discovering your talent might not be easy, but I promise you, it's a journey worth taking. Remember the carefree days of childhood when the world was a canvas for your imagination? Back then, you weren't afraid to sing at the top of your lungs, to dance with reckless abandon, to build fortresses out of blankets and dreams. You were a natural-born creator, a fearless explorer, a wellspring of unbridled potential. Somewhere along the way, as responsibilities mounted and expectations took hold, that spark, that innate joy in creation might have dimmed, but it's still there, buried beneath layers of self-doubt, societal conditioning, and the busyness of adult life. Discovering your talent often involves a journey back to those carefree days, a reconnection with the activities that brought you genuine joy, the pursuits that made your heart sing. What did you love doing as a child? What activities could hold your attention for hours on end? These early passions, often dismissed as mere childhood whims, can offer valuable clues to your innate talents and inclinations. It's time to dust off those old toys, revisit those forgotten hobbies, and reconnect with the joy of pure, uninhibited creation. You might be surprised at what you discover. Discovering your talent is like striking a match. You've ignited a spark, a flicker of potential, but a spark alone isn't enough. It needs fuel, it needs oxygen, it needs consistent care and attention to grow into a roaring flame. That's where nurturing comes in. It's about recognizing that raw talent is just the starting point, the foundation upon which you build a lifetime of mastery. It's about embracing the transformative power of dedication, discipline, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Just as a gardener tends to their seedlings, providing water, sunlight, and nutrients, so too must you nurture your talent, providing it with the resources and support it needs to flourish. It requires consistent effort, a willingness to embrace challenges, and an unwavering belief in your own potential. Remember, greatness is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous process of growth, refinement, and evolution. Embrace the journey and watch as your talent blossoms into something truly extraordinary. Have you ever met someone who just seemed stuck? They go through the motions day after day, but there's no spark, no joy. That, my friend, is what happens when you ignore your gift. It's like having a symphony orchestra inside you and all you're playing is elevator music. The world needs your melody, your unique sound. Ignoring your talent doesn't just hurt you, it hurts all of us. It robs the world of the beauty, the innovation, the healing that only you can bring. So if you're feeling that nudge, that whisper in your soul telling you there's more, please don't silence it. It's time to wake up and live the life you were meant for. Talent is the what, purpose is the why. It's the difference between simply being good at something and using that gift to make a real impact. Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to light up when they talk about their work? It's not just a job to them, it's a calling. That's the power of aligning your talent with your purpose. It's about using your gifts to serve something bigger than yourself, to leave the world a little better than you found it. It's about finding that sweet spot where your passion meets the world's needs. And that's where the real magic happens. Family, it's where we first experience love, acceptance, and the freedom to explore who we are. It's the fertile ground where our talents can either blossom or wither under neglect. Just as a garden needs sunshine and water to thrive, our talents need nurturing, encouragement, and a safe space to grow. When a family embraces each member's unique gifts, it becomes a symphony of talents, each instrument playing its part to create a harmonious whole. It's about recognizing that everyone has something special to offer and creating an environment where those gifts can flourish. You know, I've always said that the best jobs are the ones that don't feel like work, and that's what happens when you're lucky enough to align your career with your God-given talents. It's not just about making a living, it's about making a life, honey. When you're passionate about what you do, that energy, that fire, it spills over into every aspect of your work. You don't watch the clock, you lose yourself in the flow. And that's where the magic happens. Think about it. The entrepreneurs who are changing the game, the artists who move us to tears, the teachers who inspire a love of learning, they're not just punching a time card. They're pouring their hearts and souls into their work. And that's what makes all the difference. You see, true talent isn't just about personal fulfillment. It's about recognizing the power you hold within to make a real difference in the world. It's about using your gifts to leave this place better than you found it. Think about the inventions that have transformed our lives, the songs that have soothed our souls, the stories that have opened our hearts to new perspectives. These are all testaments to the power of human talent to create, to inspire, to heal. Every act of creation, every invention, every story told has the potential to create a ripple effect, to touch lives far beyond our immediate circle. And that, my friends, is a truly remarkable thing. You know, my own life is a testament to the power of resilience, of overcoming adversity to embrace your purpose. I wasn't born with a silver spoon, honey. I came from humble beginnings, marked by poverty and pain. But even in the darkest of times, there was a spark within me, a passion for storytelling, for connecting with people, for giving voice to the voiceless. And it was that spark that led me to where I am today. It wasn't an easy journey, not by a long shot, but through it all, I held on to the belief that my story, my experiences had the power to inspire others, to let them know that they too could overcome anything. We've talked about talent, haven't we? That spark within, the thing you do effortlessly that leaves others in awe. But there's another layer, a deeper truth we have to explore. What happens when that talent, that gift meets the giver? You see, every good and perfect gift comes from above. And when we acknowledge that, when we invite the Creator into our creation, something shifts. It's no longer just about us, about our ego, about the applause. It becomes a holy collaboration, a divine partnership. Our talent, offered back to the one who gave it, becomes amplified. It takes on a new dimension. It's like a seed planted in fertile ground, suddenly bursting forth with life. That's the power of aligning your talent with divine purpose. It's where the truly extraordinary happens. We often think of talent in terms of fame and fortune, don't we? the singer with a million fans, the entrepreneur building an empire. But some of the most powerful talents, the ones that truly change the world, are found in the quiet corners, in the everyday acts of service and love. These are the talents that don't always make headlines, but they are the backbone of our communities, the glue that holds us together. The nurses who care for the sick, the teachers who inspire young minds, the volunteers who give their time and energy to those in need. These are the unsung heroes, the quiet change makers using their talents to weave a tapestry of compassion and kindness. And their impact, it's immeasurable. They touch lives, heal hearts, and make the world a brighter place, one act of service at a time. There's a special kind of magic in those who are drawn to healing, to easing suffering, to bringing comfort to those in pain. It's a calling, a deep well of compassion that flows through them, touching the lives of everyone they meet. Think of the nurses who hold the hands of the dying, the doctors who dedicate their lives to finding cures, the therapists who help us navigate the storms of life. Their talents are not just about knowledge and skill, but about empathy, about truly seeing and understanding the human heart. It's a gift, a calling to be a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. And to those who answer that call, who dedicate their talents to healing and comforting others, we owe a debt of gratitude we can never fully repay. Have you ever caught yourself saying, "I'm too old for that," or "I'm too young to make a difference"? We put these limitations on ourselves, these imaginary deadlines based on a number. But let me tell you something. Age is just a number. It's a measurement of time, not of potential. Your talent, that spark within you, doesn't fade with time. It doesn't diminish with age. If anything, it deepens, it matures, it becomes even more powerful. So don't let age be a barrier to pursuing your passions, to sharing your gifts with the world. Whether you're just starting out in life or you're in the autumn of your years, your talent is timeless. It's never too late and it's never too early to answer the call. We've all felt it, that little flicker deep inside. It's the whisper that says there's more to you. That, my friends, is the spark of discovery, the moment your talent begins to reveal itself. It might be a fleeting feeling, a moment of pure joy while you're lost in a task. Don't dismiss these moments as insignificant. They are whispers from your soul, urging you to listen, to explore, to uncover the treasure within. Remember, diamonds are found in the rough. Your gift might be hidden beneath layers of doubt, fear, or societal expectations, but it's there. It's waiting, and the journey to uncover it, that's where the magic truly begins. So, are you ready to embark on this incredible adventure? Are you ready to unearth the masterpiece waiting to be revealed? Have you ever felt a nagging sense of unease? This feeling, my friends, is the call to purpose. We all have a unique purpose, a reason for being that goes beyond simply existing. This quest for purpose is a journey of self-discovery, an exploration of our innate gifts and the impact we're meant to make. Imagine your life as a symphony. Your talents are the individual instruments, and your skills are the musicians who bring these instruments to life. but it's the calling, the conductor's guiding hand that orchestrates these elements into a masterpiece. Discovering your divine blueprint, your unique calling, is the key to unlocking this extraordinary potential within you. From the moment we enter this world, each of us arrives with a unique set of gifts. These are our talents. They are the inherent abilities, the natural inclinations that flow effortlessly from our very being. Recognizing and embracing our talents is often the first step on our journey of self-discovery. Sometimes our talents are so deeply ingrained, so much a part of who we are, that we fail to recognize them as extraordinary. What comes naturally to us may seem commonplace, while we marvel at the abilities of others. Pay attention to those moments when you feel most engaged, most energized, most authentically yourself. Talent, like a seed planted in fertile ground, requires nourishment and care to blossom into its full potential. Recognizing your gifts is just the first step. Cultivating them through practice, dedication, and a willingness to embrace growth is what transforms them into something truly remarkable. Think of talent as the foundation of a house. Developing your skills, expanding your knowledge, and seeking out opportunities to refine your craft are essential for transforming your natural abilities into something truly extraordinary. Embrace the learning process, the challenges that push you beyond your comfort zone. While talent is the gift, skill is the craft. It's the honed ability, the refined expertise that comes from dedicated effort and consistent practice. Think of a sculptor, chisel in hand, meticulously shaping a block of stone into a work of art. Skill is not about overnight success or instant gratification. It's about embracing the process, the dedication to mastering your craft one step at a time. The path from novice to expert is paved with dedication, perseverance, and a willingness to embrace the learning process. It's about breaking down complex tasks into smaller, manageable steps and approaching each one with focused attention and a commitment to excellence. Embrace the journey, celebrate the small victories along the way, and remember that the pursuit of excellence is a marathon, not a sprint. In a world that's constantly evolving, the pursuit of skill development is not a one-time endeavor, but rather a lifelong journey of learning and adaptation. It's about embracing a growth mindset, a belief that our abilities are not fixed, but rather capable of infinite expansion and refinement. Embrace the unknown, be curious, and approach each new experience as an opportunity to expand your skill set and broaden your horizons. Beyond talent and skill lies a deeper calling, a profound sense of purpose that transcends our individual abilities. It's the whisper of our soul, guiding us toward a life of meaning and impact. Recognizing and embracing our calling is often a process of deep introspection, of listening to the whispers of our heart and paying attention to the synchronicities that guide us along our path. Each of us arrives in this world with a unique blueprint, a divine design that outlines our purpose and potential. It's like a map, intricately detailed, guiding us toward a life of fulfillment and impact. As we align ourselves with our divine blueprint, we step into a flow, an ease of being where our actions feel effortless and our impact is amplified. Living a purpose-driven life is not about achieving a state of perfection, but rather about embracing the journey of growth, contribution, and service. It's about showing up each day with intention, asking ourselves how we can use our unique gifts to make a positive impact on the world. The journey of purpose-driven living is not always easy. Remember, the world needs your unique gifts, your passion, your perspective. We often find ourselves at a crossroads in life, unsure of which path to take, which direction will lead us toward fulfillment. This confusion often stems from a misunderstanding of our talents, skills, and calling, the three pillars upon which a meaningful life is built. This confusion can lead us down paths that, while seemingly successful, leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled. To navigate these crossroads of confusion, we must first understand the interconnected nature of talent, skill, and calling. Talent is the raw material, the inherent ability that forms the foundation. Skill is the craftsmanship, the honed expertise that transforms that raw material into something extraordinary. And calling is the guiding vision, the purpose that gives meaning and direction to our efforts. When we align our talents, skills, and calling, we tap into a powerful synergy, a force that propels us toward our highest potential. It's like tuning a musical instrument. When the strings are properly aligned, the sound produced is clear, resonant, and harmonious. Similarly, when our actions are in alignment with our purpose, our lives resonate with a sense of ease, joy, and fulfillment. This alignment doesn't happen overnight. It requires a willingness to explore our inner landscape, to experiment with different paths, and to listen to the whispers of our soul. It's about paying attention to the activities that ignite our passion, the challenges that spark our creativity, and the moments when we feel most alive. As we become more attuned to our authentic selves, we naturally gravitate toward opportunities that align with our purpose. We find ourselves drawn to people and experiences that support our growth and inspire us to use our gifts for a greater good. This alignment is not about achieving a state of perfection, but rather about embracing the journey of self-discovery and trusting that each step, no matter how seemingly insignificant, is leading us closer to our ultimate destination. We are all born with a unique set of fingerprints, a physical manifestation of our individuality. Similarly, we each possess a unique spiritual fingerprint, a divine design that outlines our purpose and potential. This design, however, is not always readily apparent. It's often hidden beneath layers of societal expectations, limiting beliefs, and the distractions of everyday life. Deciphering this divine design, uncovering our true calling, is a journey of self-discovery, a process of peeling back these layers to reveal the masterpiece beneath. It's about tuning into the whispers of our soul, paying attention to the synchronicities that guide us, and trusting in the unfolding of our unique path. Imagine an archaeologist carefully excavating an ancient artifact, each brushstroke revealing a new detail, a glimpse into the past. Discovering our calling is a similar process, requiring patience, curiosity, and a willingness to delve into the depths of our being. It's about asking ourselves the big questions. What brings me joy? What makes me feel truly alive? What impact do I want to make on the world? The answers to these questions often hold the keys to unlocking our purpose, revealing the path that is most aligned with our authentic selves. Our soul speaks to us in a language that is often subtle yet profound. It communicates through our passions, our interests, the things that ignite a fire within us. It whispers to us in moments of quiet reflection, guiding us toward our true north. Learning to recognize and understand this language is essential for deciphering our divine design. Pay attention to the activities that make time melt away, the pursuits that fill you with a sense of purpose and joy. These are often clues to the presence of your calling, signposts pointing you toward your true path. Think of a child completely absorbed in play, their imagination running wild, their creativity flowing effortlessly. In those moments, they are connected to their authentic selves, their actions guided by pure joy and inspiration. As adults, we often lose touch with this innate sense of wonder and playfulness, burying ourselves in responsibilities and societal expectations. But the key to unlocking our calling often lies in reconnecting with this childlike sense of curiosity, in allowing ourselves to explore our passions without judgment or fear of failure. The journey of self-discovery is not always linear or predictable. There will be detours, roadblocks, and moments of uncertainty. But it's in these moments that we must remember that the journey itself is just as important as the destination. Embrace the unknown, the twists and turns that life throws your way. Each experience, whether perceived as positive or negative, holds valuable lessons and contributes to your growth and evolution. Think of a river winding its way through a landscape, carving its path over time. There may be rocks and fallen trees obstructing its flow, but the river always finds a way around, adapting to the terrain and eventually reaching its destination. Similarly, our path to uncovering our calling may not always be straightforward. There may be challenges and setbacks along the way, but by embracing the journey, by trusting in the process, we eventually arrive at our destination, our purpose revealed in its fullness. Remember, the journey of self-discovery is not a solo endeavor. Surround yourself with supportive friends, mentors, and a community that encourages your growth and celebrates your uniqueness. Seek guidance from those who have walked a similar path and be open to sharing your own journey with others. Imagine a world where birds are forced to swim and fish are expected to fly. It's a recipe for disaster, a symphony of struggle and frustration. This, my friends, is what happens when we ignore our divine blueprint, when we try to force ourselves into molds that don't fit our unique shape. The price of misalignment is a heavy one, paid in the currency of unfulfilled potential, nagging dissatisfaction, and a persistent feeling that something is just not quite right. We may achieve a certain level of outward success, checking off the boxes of societal expectations, yet a nagging emptiness persists. The applause of the crowd rings hollow because it's not our song they're cheering for. We've poured our energy into building someone else's dream, mastering skills that don't resonate with our soul, and the result is a life that feels more like a pale imitation than an authentic expression of who we truly are. This misalignment can manifest in countless ways. The talented artist stuck in a soul-crushing corporate job, their creativity slowly withering away. The gifted communicator who silences their voice out of fear and self-doubt, their message left unheard. The natural leader who shies away from responsibility, their potential to inspire and guide left untapped. Echoes of emptiness, living out of sync. Living out of sync with our divine blueprint creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond our own personal dissatisfaction. It impacts our relationships, our health, our overall sense of well-being. When we're not living in alignment with our true selves, our energy becomes depleted, our enthusiasm wanes, and we find ourselves going through the motions rather than truly embracing life with passion and purpose. Our relationships suffer because we're not showing up as our authentic selves. We may attract people and experiences that mirror our own inner turmoil, perpetuating a cycle of dissatisfaction and unfulfillment. Our health too can be affected as stress, anxiety, and a general sense of unease take their toll. We may experience physical ailments, sleep disturbances, and a weakened immune system, all signs that our mind, body, and spirit are out of balance. The echoes of emptiness reverberate through every aspect of our lives, a constant reminder that something is amiss. We may try to fill the void with material possessions, fleeting distractions, or unhealthy coping mechanisms, but the emptiness persists, a persistent ache in the depths of our being. Recalibrating your compass. The good news, my friends, is that it's never too late to recalibrate our compass, to course correct, and set ourselves on a path that is in alignment with our divine blueprint. It starts with a willingness to acknowledge the misalignment, to face the discomfort of our current reality, and make a conscious decision to choose a different path. This requires courage, a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones and embrace the unknown. It may also require us to confront limiting beliefs, to challenge the voices in our heads that tell us we're not good enough, talented enough, or worthy of living a truly fulfilling life. Recalibrating our compass is not a one-time event, but rather an ongoing process of self-discovery and adjustment. It's about learning to listen to the whispers of our soul, to pay attention to the synchronicities that guide us, and to trust in the unfolding of our unique path. It's about giving ourselves permission to explore, to experiment, and to make mistakes along the way. Remember, my friends, the journey itself is just as important as the destination. The Symphony of Your Soul. As we reach the end of our exploration, let the profound truth of your existence wash over you. You are not here by accident. You are not a random collection of cells and experiences, adrift in a sea of chaos. No, my friends, you are a symphony of the divine, a masterpiece meticulously crafted by the hand of the Creator. Within you resides a symphony waiting to be unleashed, a tapestry of talents, skills, and calling woven together to create a life of unparalleled beauty and meaning. Imagine the soaring melodies of your talents, the intricate harmonies of your honed skills, all orchestrated by the guiding hand of your divine calling. This, my friends, is the essence of your being, the masterpiece you were born to share with the world. But like any great symphony, it requires a conductor, a conscious awareness of each element and how they harmonize to create a cohesive and breathtaking whole. You, my friend, are the conductor. You hold the baton, the power to shape the tempo, the dynamics, the very essence of the music you were destined to create. Embrace the masterpiece you were born to be. I challenge you today to step into the fullness of who you are. Embrace your talents, those raw, God-given abilities that make you uniquely you. Hone your skills, those instruments of your craft, with dedication and passion. But above all, listen for the whispers of your calling, that divine symphony that yearns to be expressed through your actions, your words, your very being. Don't let fear, self-doubt, or the distractions of this world silence the music within you. The world needs your symphony. It needs your unique blend of talents, skills, and calling to create a masterpiece of purpose and impact. Embrace the journey of self-discovery. Explore the depths of your being. Experiment. Make mistakes and learn from every experience. Surround yourself with a community that supports your growth and celebrates your uniqueness. And never ever give up on the masterpiece you were born to be. The world is waiting to be captivated by your symphony. Let your music fill the air, inspiring hearts, igniting passions, and leaving an unforgettable mark on the tapestry of humanity. The time is now, my friend. Go forth and create your masterpiece. And let's be real for a hot second. We all know someone insanely talented, like scary good at something. Maybe it's you, maybe it's your boy, your girl, whoever. But here's the thing that grinds my gears. Talent doesn't always mean success. In fact, sometimes it's like these gifts are cursed. People with all the potential in the world ending up as cautionary tales. And that's what we're diving into today. We're dissecting the silent killers, the invisible saboteurs holding us back from what we could be. I'm talking about the enemies of talent, the stuff they don't teach you in school, but absolutely should. We're going deep on this one, peeling back the layers on fear, laziness, the environment you surround yourself with, and so much more. This isn't about pointing fingers, alright? This is about recognizing the traps, the bullshit excuses we tell ourselves so we can break free. Because, let's be honest, there's nothing more frustrating than wasted potential. Seeing someone with the world at their fingertips, but they're too scared, too lazy, too stuck to actually grab it. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, because we're about to get real uncomfortable real quick. But trust me, on the other side of this discomfort, that's where the growth is. That's where you start to unlock the power you've had inside you all along. Let's go. Alright, let's kick things off with the big dog, the one that's haunted every single one of us at some point, fear. This sneaky bastard is the original dream killer, whispering doubts in your ear like some evil little devil on your shoulder. What if you fail? It hisses. What if you put yourself out there and everyone laughs? And the worst part, fear doesn't even need to be logical. It doesn't care about reason or facts. It feeds on your insecurities, magnifies them until they seem insurmountable. Suddenly, that stage you dreamed of owning feels like a minefield. That book you always wanted to write is just a stack of blank pages mocking you. You see, fear thrives in the shadows of inaction. It wants you frozen, paralyzed, stuck in a perpetual loop of what ifs and maybes. And the longer you listen to its whispers, the more power you give it. The more that raw talent you have starts to gather dust, fading into the background noise of your life. But here's the thing about fear, you beautiful bastards. It's a liar, it's a bully, and the only way to defeat a bully is to punch it in the damn face, or in this case, do the thing that scares you most. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Facing your fears is terrifying. It's uncomfortable. It might make you want to puke your guts out. But here's the beautiful truth. You don't need to be fearless to be successful. You just need to be brave enough to act in spite of the fear. Think about it. Every single person you admire, every single person who's achieved something remarkable, they've all faced fear. The difference is they didn't let it stop them. They used it as fuel. They understood that fear is not a stop sign. It's a signal. It's a signal that you're about to do something courageous, something that matters. So if you're sitting on a dream right now, paralyzed by the fear of failure, of judgment, of not being good enough, I need you to listen to me. Do it afraid. Do it shaking. Do it with your heart pounding in your chest. Because the moment you start moving, the moment you take that first step, fear loses its power. It shrinks in the face of action. And on the other side of that fear, that's where you find your strength. That's where you discover who you're truly capable of becoming. Alright, so we've tackled the fear monster, but there's another enemy lurking in the shadows. One that's even more insidious because it often disguises itself as comfort laziness. And before you click away thinking, nah, that's not me, I work hard, hear me out. Laziness isn't just about sitting on the couch all day binging Netflix. It's about the untapped potential, the unrealized dreams that wither away because you're not willing to put in the work. It's about knowing you have a gift, but choosing the path of least resistance instead of pushing yourself to be better. And the saddest part, laziness doesn't discriminate. It affects everyone from the aspiring artist who never finishes a painting to the gifted athlete who skips practice. It's the reason why some of the most talented people end up broke, frustrated, and unfulfilled. They mistake their natural ability for guaranteed success, forgetting that talent without work is like a seed that's never planted. It might have the potential to blossom, but it'll never reach its full glory. And trust me, the world is full of these unplanted seeds. The cemetery is full of unused talent, buried not by death, but by laziness. Look, I get it. Life is busy. We're all tired. Netflix is really good. But here's the thing. You owe it to yourself, to the gift you were given, to put in the effort. Talent might be the spark, but hard work is the fuel that keeps the fire burning. Think about it like this. Imagine you were given $1 million, right? But there's a catch. You have to spend it all within a year, and you can't waste it on frivolous things. You have to invest it, use it to build something meaningful. Would you just let that money sit in the bank? Hell no. You'd be researching, planning, hustling your ass off to make the most of that opportunity. Your talent is your $1,000,000, you beautiful bastards. It's a precious resource that deserves to be nurtured, developed, and shared with the world. So, how are you going to invest in it? How are you going to honor the gift you were given? Wake up early, stay hungry, hustle hard, because success isn't a lottery ticket, it's a grind. And the only way to win is to outwork everyone else. Alright, we're diving into enemy number 3, and this one's a sneaky bastard. Your environment. You heard that right. Not just where you live, but who you surround yourself with. This isn't some hippy-dippy, good vibes only crap. This is about recognizing that even the most badass lion can thrive in a cage designed for sheep. Think about it. A young Picasso stuck in a family who thinks painting is for losers. A budding entrepreneur constantly surrounded by naysayers. A future world leader stuck in a classroom full of kids who just want to scrape by. It's like trying to grow a prize-winning rose in a landfill. The wrong environment will choke the life out of your talent before you even realize what's happening. It'll whisper doubts in your ear, tell you to play it safe, to conform. And the scariest part, you might not even realize it's happening until it's almost too late. But don't hit that panic button just yet, because unlike some of the other enemies on this list, your environment, you actually have some control over that. Now, I'm not saying you need to pack your bags and move to some remote mountaintop to find your tribe. Although, hey, if that's your thing, more power to you. The first step is often mental. Start surrounding yourself with the right content. Books, podcasts, videos, blogs, whatever gets your brain firing on all cylinders. Seek out mentors, either in person or online, who are killing it in your field. Find communities, online or IRL, where people are passionate about the same things you are. Remember, your environment is more than just your physical location. It's the information you consume, the people you interact with, the energy you allow into your space. Start making conscious choices about what you expose yourself to. Because when you surround yourself with positivity, inspiration, and support, that's when your talent can truly flourish. Let's talk about enemy number 4, and this one's a real bitch. Comparison. We've all been there, scrolling through social media, seeing other people's highlight reels, and feeling that pang of envy. But here's the thing about comparison. It's a creativity killer. It whispers in your ear, why even bother? They're already doing it better, faster, bigger. It makes you doubt your own unique voice, your own style, your own path. It's like trying to be a second-rate Picasso when you were born to be a goddamn Michelangelo. And the worst part, it's a never-ending cycle. There will always be someone who's seemingly more successful, more talented, more whatever. And if you're constantly measuring yourself against others, you'll never allow yourself to shine. So how do you break free from this comparison trap? Here's the thing. You are not meant to be a carbon copy of someone else. Your uniqueness is your superpower. Your flaws, your quirks, your experiences, that's what makes you, you. Instead of comparing, start appreciating. Admire the work of others, learn from their techniques, but don't try to become them. Use their success as fuel to ignite your own fire, not to extinguish it. Focus on your own lane, your own journey. Celebrate your small victories. Embrace your imperfections, because it's in those imperfections that your true brilliance lies. Remember, the world doesn't need another Picasso. It needs you. So go out there and create your own masterpiece. Alright, we're on to enemy number 5, and this one's a real silent killer: pride. Now, there's a difference between healthy confidence and straight up arrogance. Confidence says, I believe in myself. Pride says, I'm better than everyone else. Pride tells you that you've already arrived, that you know it all, that you don't need to learn or grow anymore. It makes you resistant to feedback, blind to your own shortcomings. It's like building a castle on a foundation of sand. It might look impressive at first, but it's only a matter of time before it crumbles. And the worst part is, pride often disguises itself as confidence. It whispers in your ear, you're too good for this, or you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. But underneath that bravado lies a deep-seated insecurity, a fear of being exposed as a fraud. Here's the truth. Everyone has something to learn. No matter how talented you are, there's always room for improvement. Humility isn't about putting yourself down. It's about being open to growth. It's about recognizing that you don't have all the answers, that you can always learn something new. Humility allows you to seek out mentors, to embrace constructive criticism, to constantly push yourself to be better. It's about recognizing that the journey of growth never ends. So check your ego at the door. Be open to learning. Be willing to be wrong. Because true mastery lies not in being perfect, but in the constant pursuit of improvement. Yo, what's up everybody? It's Philly D here, and we're back at it, diving deeper into these talent killers, these dream snatchers. And trust me, this next one is a silent assassin. We're talking about neglect. This isn't some dramatic overnight murder of your potential. This is death by 1,000 cuts. You see, you don't wake up one day and suddenly suck. It's a gradual thing. You skip a few practices, tell yourself you'll make up for it later. You let that book idea collect dust because, hey, life gets busy, right? But here's the thing, those little compromises, those seemingly insignificant choices, they add up. Before you know it, you're looking back, wondering where it all went wrong. Look, we've all been there. We get caught up in the daily grind, the bills, the distractions. It's easy to let our passions fall by the wayside. But here's the harsh truth. Neglect is a choice. It's choosing Netflix over that online course. It's choosing to sleep in instead of hitting the gym. It's choosing comfort over growth. And the worst part, you're not just neglecting your talent, you're neglecting yourself. You're betraying the potential you were born with. So, let's get real for a second. How long are you going to keep doing that? How long until you finally decide to invest in yourself? This isn't about guilt tripping you. This is about a wake-up call. Because the truth is, your talent, it's a gift. But like any gift, it needs to be nurtured. It needs attention, care, and constant investment. Think of it like a garden. You can't just plant a seed and expect it to flourish without water, sunlight, and a little damn TLC. That teacher who was once so passionate, so engaging, neglect sets in when they stop learning, stop evolving their craft. They become a broken record, stuck in the past while the world moves on. Or that dancer who used to light up the stage. Neglect creeps in when they stop rehearsing, stop pushing their limits. Their movements become stale, their passion fades, and the music dies a little inside them. And let's not forget about those natural-born speakers, the ones who could captivate a room with their words. Neglect takes hold when they stop reading, stop expanding their knowledge, stop refining their delivery. Their words lose their power, their message gets lost in the noise. So, here's the deal. Stop making excuses. Stop putting yourself last. Start treating your talent like the precious, irreplaceable gift it is. Water it with dedication, prune it with discipline, and feed it with a constant hunger for growth. That's how you keep the fire burning. That's how you turn potential into power. Alright, let's talk about something that's often overlooked but absolutely crucial: purpose. See, you can have all the talent in the world, but without direction, without a clear why, it's like a goddamn missile without a target. You're just flying blind, scattering your potential like confetti in a hurricane. This is where things get real. Because talent without purpose, it can be a dangerous thing. We've all seen it. The charismatic speaker who uses their gift to spread hate and division. The gifted musician who throws away their talent on self-destructive habits. The brilliant entrepreneur who uses their skills to scam and manipulate. This isn't about judging anyone's journey. It's about recognizing that talent, raw and untamed, can be a double-edged sword. It's like handing a loaded weapon to a child. Without the maturity, the understanding, the sense of responsibility, it can cause serious damage. And let's be honest, we've all had moments where we've questioned our path, where we've wondered, what's the point? It's in those moments of doubt that we need to dig deep to reconnect with the why behind our gifts. Because when you know your purpose, when you understand the impact you want to make, that's when your talent transforms from a fleeting spark into a raging inferno. So, how do you find your purpose? How do you align your talent with something bigger than yourself? It starts with asking the tough questions. Why was I given this gift? What impact do I want to make on the world? What legacy do I want to leave behind? Look, nobody's saying it's easy. Finding your purpose is a journey, not a destination. It's about exploring your passions, experimenting with different avenues, and listening to that inner voice that guides you towards your true north. It's about understanding that your talent isn't just about you. It's about how you use it to serve others, to inspire, to uplift, to make a real difference in the world. Think about it. That singer who uses their voice to bring joy to millions, that's purpose in action. The entrepreneur who creates a business that empowers others and solves real-world problems, that's talent aligned with a higher calling. The writer who crafts stories that inspire hope, empathy, and understanding, that's the power of purpose in its purest form. So, don't let your talent go to waste. Don't let it become a source of regret or self-destruction. Embrace your purpose, find your why, and let your talent become a force for good in the world. We've covered a lot of ground here, fam. We've unmasked the silent killers of dreams, the invisible saboteurs that hold us back from reaching our full potential. Fear, laziness, environment, comparison, pride, neglect, lack of purpose. These are the enemies of your greatness. But here's the good news. You have the power to defeat them. It starts with awareness, with recognizing the ways in which these enemies creep into our lives. It's about making a conscious choice to fight back, to choose courage over fear, discipline over laziness, and purpose over aimlessness. So I'm asking you, what will you do differently? Will you finally silence that inner critic and take that leap of faith? Will you break free from the toxic relationships and environments that are holding you back? Will you stop comparing yourself to others and embrace the unique brilliance that only you possess? You have a gift. You have something special to offer the world. But if you let these enemies win, if you allow them to extinguish your fire, we may never get to experience the full extent of your potential. So, let this be the day you choose to fight for your talent, to protect it, to nurture it, to honor it. Because when you defeat the enemies of talent, you unlock the champion within. Peace out and keep hustling. We've journeyed together, explored the depths of talent, and witnessed its power to transform lives. Now, as we approach the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a final word of encouragement. The world is yearning for your gift. It's waiting for your unique voice, your perspective, your passion. Don't deprive the world of your brilliance. Don't let fear hold you back from sharing your light. Remember, your talent is not just about you. It's about the lives you can touch, the difference you can make. It's about leaving the world a little brighter, a little kinder, a little more beautiful than you found it. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey of unleashing the gift within. Now, it's your turn. Take that first step, embrace your talent, and let's change the world together.